Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the post-game spread. For those of you just joining us, I'm your host as always, Blake Helm. You're about to hear the Kade Snell Story. The post-game spread is a deep dive into a player's career and what they learned about themselves along the way. I first got acquainted with Kade using him as a side interview for the Will Platner story. Will being the catcher for the Crimson Tide. He's their captain in the 2026 season. Awesome guy, love him. And I used Kade as a side interview for that. And during that time, I discovered just how incredible of a person he was and his journey through the game. So for those of you that do not know, Kade started off at Auburn, which was his dream school, thought his life was set, thought he was headed to pro ball. But he would be the first to tell you that how he handled his time at Auburn was not the best. Wasn't mature, not doing what a SEC Division I baseball player needs to be doing. And because of that, he got cut. Got sent home, told you don't have what it takes. And this is where his story gets fascinating, gets interesting. This is what you find out what you're made out of. So this guy decided that his career wasn't over, went juco, and lit it up. Became Division I JUCO Player of the Year as a pitcher and a hitter. Ended up getting signed to Alabama, becoming the captain there, getting drafted in the 5th round last year. So wild. Played in the Cape. And to go from a guy that is told, you're not good enough to be here, you're done, to the JUCO route, to back to SEC baseball, 5th round guy, incredible. His work ethic is incredible. So awesome. I really enjoyed this person. I think we have a cool connection. We're going to be following his story as he makes his way to the big leagues. So hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be the Kade Snell story. You're going to hear from Will Platner and head coach Rob Vaughn. Enjoy. All right, I want to do a quick shout out here to some of my sponsors. While we do national stories, I also do local stories, and I'm local to Springfield, Illinois, the Central Illinois area, and so most of my sponsors right now are local. So let me do a rundown here. Washco Strength and Speed, Overtime Training Academy, Body Symmetry, Milner Dentistry, Bank of Springfield, Sitco Chiropractic, Glisson Heating and Air, Eric Easley, the Realtor, The Office Sports Bar and Grill, Hammers Radon Mitigation, Cardinal Cleaning, GT Performance Consulting, Safe House, Illinois, Hudson Chiropractic, the Shamrocks Baseball Club, Flow Yoga, Hurwitz Enterprises, and Salvaggio Steel. We are also supported by the Kaiser family, and this podcast is now also sponsored by Birdman Bats and Jack's Batting Gloves. Go get you some. We appreciate you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Post Game Spread. Going to be your host, as always, Blake Helm. Really excited about this one today. I've got Kade Snell sitting across from me here, hailing from Dothan, Alabama, via Wicksburg High School. This guy he's already had an incredible journey through the game by way of Auburn, Wallace State Community College, and then most recently becoming a 5th round pick in 2025 of the Cubs out of Alabama. Second team All-American, All-SEC. We first got connected when I was doing a story on Will Platner, who is, my guy. He is now the Alabama captain. He's wearing the 3 that you wore last year. And I learned a little bit about your story, and I was like, oh my God, I got to have this guy on. I got to hear about this. Being a PO at Auburn, going there, it not working out, going
Wallace Dothan.
Yeah, then going to Wallace and becoming JUCO, D1 JUCO Player of the Year, lighting it up as a hitter and a pitcher, and then going on to Alabama, and then just hearing how Will spoke about you, hearing how Coach Vaughn spoke about you, and I loved our back and forth. I thought, I got to get this guy on. I want to hear more about his journey, what he has been through. So, hey, my man, how you been? What's up? You've been down there kind of doing some baseball stuff for a while already, right?
Yeah. So I like to tell everybody I'm like fresh meat. So we had to get here January 7th. So we were like the first people back for spring training, which was good because we stayed all fall. I think we got done November 22nd, which is like the cutoff.
Yeah.
And then went home for a month, came back, and early camp instructs the first bit of lives and all that kind of stuff. So just trying to wrap it all in or take it all in, and then. But it's been great. Like I love it out here. The weather's it's crazy. You'll wake up and it's like 40 something degrees, and now it's 80.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. And then when you say we, are those just like the Cubs last year's draft picks, or what are you referring to?
Yeah. Yeah, all the new guys, all the draft guys, and then I'm pretty sure some high prospects in the big league guys' eyes.
Okay,
We're all here early, getting our
beautiful.
stuff in.
Cool, man. Well, we'll get to all of that, but we're gonna get through your journey here and get rocking and rolling. And you said you got the evening open for me, and I really appreciate you getting me in here. So, with no further ado, you want to get rolling, my man?
Let's go.
I'm so excited. This is so cool. The first 10 or 20 questions are always the exact same, essentially, and it's just kind of framing what you've been through in baseball. So let's start with, what is your earliest memory of baseball, of the game?
My earliest memory of baseball. Golly, it was literally like everything I chose to do is all because my brother did it first.
Really?
Yeah, he wonderful role model in my life. Always pushed me extremely hard.
Hmm.
I remember we would just go outside and play catch for literally until the sun went down. Whether that be baseball or football or whatever it was, we'd sit there and we would hit grounders back and forth to each other at like as hard as we could,
Really?
whether it be line drives or ground balls. I remember my brother Tucker, which he'll watch this and he'll definitely remember it. We're sitting there doing ground balls and dad's hitting them, and we do not have a playing surface in the backyard at all.
Hmm.
Okay, we have rocks, we have ant hills, we have all of it, and broke his nose. like
Really?
like that was just normal. I mean, that's kind of how we grew up, and
Gets tough.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Which I don't regret a thing about how I came up. I think I came up the right way, and um, credit to mom and dad, credit to my brother. That's the earliest memory though. Anything my brother did, I wanted to do it, and I wanted to do it
Really?
and try and do it better.
Well,
That
this is a
was
perfect segue into the next one then. So then tell me about the athletic genes in the family. Were your brothers playing sports? Are you from athletic backgrounds? What do you got going on there?
so my granddad, Terry Tucker, which I call him Pappy, incredible athlete. Like
Yeah.
I got pictures of him. I wish I had pictures of him to show you right now, but he was jacked. Like he was
Just
a
like you,
beast.
my man.
No, he was
Genes are
bigger
coming
than
down
me.
the line.
He was bigger than me, and his brother, both of his brothers, Randy, Uncle Randy, and Uncle Tim. Tim played at Troy and had a chance to pursue an NFL career and ended up going being a vet.
Okay.
And Uncle Randy, oh my gosh, he's like a huge big deal in the army. Colonel
Oh, wow.
in Hawaii for a very long time and highly respected colonel. And I mean, he's a beast. So
Yeah.
and he's actually out in Tucson, so I got to see him in the fall, which was
Oh, right
really
on.
good.
Beautiful. What about mom and
And
dad?
yeah, mom, I mean, she's pretty much she's athletic. Like she's just that's who she is. And
Yeah.
she played basketball a little bit. I don't know how much basketball she played.
Hmm.
She definitely is probably where I get my sense of humor from. I would
Okay.
put more so of that. Um, Dad, he played baseball, and then he got into church league softball, and he wore 15, so I wore 15.
Really?
So yeah, and then like three came about whenever I got the captain, but at Wallace I was 15
I
because
love
Dad
that.
played with 15,
I love that.
and my brother, super good athlete. Like everything he did, tall. He's like 6'5",
Yeah.
complete opposite than me. He's like 6'5", 180,
How
and
tall
I'm
are
like
you?
6 foot,
You're 6 foot
six
guy?
foot,
Yeah.
scraping by. Yeah, six
Yeah,
foot with
right?
shoes on.
Claim it.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh no, I do. Any chance I get. But yeah. I mean, but he was just always so quick. He played baseball. He could have played whatever he wanted to, basketball,
Mhm.
baseball, football, but we both just shared a love for baseball, and
Right on.
it was pretty cool. My 10th grade year, because he's 2 grades above me.
Okay.
He was a senior when I was a sophomore, and um, man, I really wish we got put out in the third round uh of state my sophomore year in Gordo, Alabama, which you've probably never been there.
Nope.
Uh, yeah, I'd been there twice. lost both times to Gordo.
Really?
And man, they had some studs on that team. One went to Oregon to play football, which I thought he was a better baseball player.
Hmm.
And he's like a 7th grader. He went 3 for 3 off me. Like he's a good athlete. And
Yeah.
then another guy, I swear he hit a ball 450 off me when I was sophomore. Like there was a playground in the back, and he hit it over the playground, and I heard about that for a whole year. But yeah, that year was special because me and my brother, we were the game 1 and game 2 starter,
Oh, cool.
which was super cool. I remember there
Yeah.
was a newspaper article that came out that was like Snell and Snell Law Firm, which
Snell and
that's the
Snell.
coolest thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was
that is
so cool.
sick. Let me ask you this one then. Love asking this one. The holy trinity of baseball, father, son, and baseball. What does that mean to you? Like I have these deep memories of the relationship with my father being formed around me chasing baseball, batting practice, playing catch, driving to games, driving back from games, talking about stuff. Does that mean anything to you?
I mean, Dad has been in my corner, shoot, ever since forever. I mean,
Yeah. Supporting your
uh,
dream?
oh man, yeah, 100%. Anything, I had every opportunity because of the things he did.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, he was my coach growing up and kid pitch and coach pitch and then kid pitch.
Yeah.
And golly, we used to get into it all the time. I mean,
Dude,
back
I've
and
been there
forth,
too.
like
I've been there too.
I'm
Barking at
talking like,
dad. Yep.
oh god, whether it was in the parking lot, in the dugout, like it didn't matter. And I later apologized for all the stuff because it
Hmm.
was like mom had this thing. She would always be so afraid to get in the middle of me and dad because we always would team up. Me and whether I was so wrong and dad was so right or vice versa, which yeah, we'll put it that way. We'll put it that way. Um, Mom would join like and try and get the inside scoop, and me and dad would always team up. Like
Really?
that's always how it worked. And mom was like, "I'm done. I'm done because y'all are just gonna gang up and or whatever." But yeah, dad. Oh man, he he was everything for me growing up. Like
Yeah.
he shot me straight too. Which our relationship, that's what I needed.
Yeah.
He knew when to sugarcoat some stuff. But he shot me straight, which I really appreciate more so now than I did then.
I like
But
that. Yeah.
um, yeah, he was always a
Sometimes you
straight
gotta learn
shooter,
some
and
lessons, don't you?
oh, he taught me all of them.
Do you have any cool memories from your little league experience around that time? Anything stand out? A home run, a team, anything?
So, yeah, this would have been 12U, I think. Um, so I played for this team called the Enterprise Young Guns,
Okay.
when I was 12, and we had an opportunity to go to Omaha, um, and we got to watch. This is in 2015, so that would have been Virginia versus, oh my gosh, somebody. I don't remember. Virginia won. That was the year I think Virginia won the whole thing. I think
Okay.
Vanderbilt was in it too. Actually, I know they were because Dansby was playing for Vanderbilt.
Dansby, man, what an iconic college player, man.
Oh yeah, what a crazy like that's a baseball name too. That's a baseball legend name, Dansby
Yeah,
Swanson. Everybody knows who that is.
absolutely.
And um, yeah, so we went to Omaha, and there was a field, and you're gonna think well, actually no, we're both baseball players. You're gonna understand.
Of course.
Um, there was a field that I went 6 for 6 with 6 homers on in that conflict. So I mean we took dirt home. Like we scooped up dirt, put it in a plastic bag. It's in Dothan, Alabama.
And you were 12 years old having a 6 for 6 home run day?
Yeah,
Oh
well,
man,
it was just on that field. So
really?
let's say the first game I went 3 for 3 with 3 homers.
Yeah.
Then the next game we were on a different field. I don't remember what I did, but then the next game we played back on that first field, and then I went 3 for 3 again with 3 homers.
It was that
So
special
on
field?
that field, yeah, I wish we would have played on that field the whole time. We didn't, but
What were you thinking hitting 6 pumps in 2 games out there, man?
uh,
12 years old? Is that how you were? I
what
mean, were you
everybody,
doing it like that? Were you just like a man just destroying everyone?
I mean, I wouldn't say destroying everyone, because I got humbled that same tournament too, because I struck out to end the whole tournament for us. And I
Okay.
remember crying like a baby. I mean, Coach Nick Love, the coach of that team, will definitely remember that because I went from hero to zero real quick, but
0-0.
um, that was unbelievable. Like
Yeah,
I'll remember the 6 homers
for
before the
sure.
strikeout,
I think
but
there's
that
so
was
many
sick.
so many guests have come on this show and had that experience where they go out to Omaha for some sort of a travel ball tournament while the College World Series is on, and then you get to go to a game. It's a cool experience. I got to do that a couple times myself. Um, do you
Unbelievable
remember?
experience.
Do you remember your first ever home run?
Mm. Oh man, I don't really. My first ever homer.
Apparently, you don't.
Okay. Well, no. I think I remember a very long one, and
Okay.
it was early.
Okay.
Um, which shout out, I believe it was Christopher True, one of my best friends.
Okay.
He was pitching, and
Hmm.
I remember I think they were called like the Intimidators because they had an eye on their hat.
Yeah.
And I mean, these rec fields don't even exist anymore, which is
Right.
crazy to me. Like they're parking lots for the buses at the schools. But he threw me like a fastball. Everything at that age is a fastball, right? I mean,
Right.
I'm 10, 11,
Hmm.
and I hit it, and it was like I hit it over the trees, and I was like, because Christopher's like my best friend,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
So I smoke it, and I remember rounding first. I was like, God, that's the furthest ball I ever hit. It's off to Christopher, like my best friend.
Yeah.
So we ended up talking about that, and man, that's one that stands out to me. I think obviously that's
Okay.
probably not the first, but that's one that stands out to me.
Sure. That makes sense. So
No
then
disrespect to Christopher. He was a good pitcher. He was a good pitcher.
now it's out there for everyone to hear. I hope he listens to
That's right.
this.
Yeah.
When do you feel like baseball grabbed you? You started falling in love with it. It became like your thing.
Um, early. I mean, really early. So I played for the Dothan Mudcats all growing up until I was about 10 or 11,
Hmm.
or maybe like 9 or 10. I played for the Young Guns after that. But I think right then, because I mean, we were beating everybody. We're having a bunch of fun. Like
Yeah.
all the kids were hanging out. Our parents got along. Um, and that's when that was fun for me. Like weekends
Yeah.
were booked. Like we were playing baseball.
Yeah.
Any weekend that we weren't playing baseball I was bored. Like that's how it was for me.
Hmm.
Cause like I had friends at the high school or friends in school. I wasn't in high school yet, but,
Yeah.
and then I had my travel ball buddies, and like the second that got flipped, like I was, I was waiting for school to get out so I could go play baseball. Like
That's
that's
what's
how it
up.
was.
Yeah.
But I would say like truly seriously, um, like when the game started changing, evolving for me,
Uh-huh.
um, I would say probably 15. That was my first time ever playing on a national team.
Yeah.
Um, I played for Five Star out of LaGrange, and we had a tryout. I remember it was in Warner Robins, I think, Georgia.
Hmm.
And so first time ever going to like a tryout where there's like a million people, it seemed like, out
Yeah.
there. Because I mean, I've just played on a bunch of teams that said we want you, like, come play for us, not you need to come to this tryout and then we'll tell you if you're on team A, team B, team C kind of thing. That's the first time I've
Yeah.
ever been a part of that.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous showing up at this place,
Hmm.
thinking I'm a hitter,
Right.
and a pitcher. I go and take decent BP, and that's my first time hitting. I think it was 85 on the mound,
Yeah.
85 or 86, and lefty at 15. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I remember them asking, they were like, "Would you mind POing?" And you know me, I'm like, "What's that mean?" You know,
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't know what it meant. And they were like, "Would you mind just coming and pitching for the summer?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And they were like, "Well, yeah, you're gonna do it on the A team." I was like, "Oh, sick. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. Put me on the
Right.
best team. That's
Yeah.
gonna get the most exposure.
Sure.
Sign me up." And that was like the first time I had ever been like super anxious to get something. So I would say that's when everything started turning around. Like that's when I was like, "Oh crap, like
Serious.
this is for real. This is
Yeah.
for real."
They're playing for keeps now. So I imagine like did the wheels start turning like, okay, this is like future is D1 professional, that kind of stuff, or was that in your head at this point, or what were you thinking?
I mean, everybody's dream is, I'm gonna get pro looks out of high school,
Yeah, sure.
gonna have a chance to go to the big leagues. I want to be an SEC baseball player. Like that's everybody. That should be everybody's dream that plays
Sure.
baseball.
Was that your dream?
100%,
From what age?
1000%. That was
From
my
what
dream.
age?
That 10,
10?
9, 10,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Because um, I remember being at Omaha at that tournament that I was talking
Yeah.
about. And, there's a million vendors there selling
Yeah.
hats, selling
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
selling that.
Yeah.
And
What hat did you get?
South Carolina.
That's what's up. All right, keep going. Sorry.
I mean, I got a South Carolina hat because I think I'm trying to remember the years. That's when they were like on a
Yeah.
roll.
Yep.
Um,
I got a
and I
Florida
remember
State hat from my time when I was out there. I still cherish it. Still got it. Sorry, keep
I
going,
still
buddy.
have the South Carolina. No, you're good. I
Yeah.
still have the South Carolina hat. I embroidered my name on it, my
Yeah.
initials. Like
It's
it
such
was
a cool
overkill what I
environment,
did.
man. So like, was that kind of an experience, like one of those, like, I want to be here, I want to be a part of this, or like, I want to someday do this, or something like that, or
100%. I
yeah,
remember walking into that stadium, um, at Charles Schwab, and I was like,
yeah,
I want to play here. Like
yeah,
I'm a long time from it, but
hmm,
this is where I want to play.
yeah,
And so that summer, actually, I'll go back to that hat I got, that South Carolina hat.
yeah,
For because I was always an Auburn fan growing up. Okay,
yeah.
like spilling the beans here, but yeah, I was always an Auburn fan growing up.
It's
Um,
okay. Yeah, like if you're in Alabama, it's one or the other, isn't it?
100, like
Yeah,
that's like one of the first questions people ask you.
it's
Well,
either War
are you
Eagle
Auburn or
or Roll
Alabama?
Tide, right? Yeah,
There's only two things that are said in the state, and that's it. And we still don't even know really what it means. I mean, people will be asking. I mean, y'all are elephants. What are you talking about? A roll tide? I don't know. Roll tide. Or
man, I
vice
love it.
versa.
I love it. Yep.
But yeah, that was. I remember getting that hat. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to South Carolina.
powerful.
Like that's the freaking.
Hmm.
That's the spot, right? I
Hmm.
have a hat with my name on it. One day I'm actually gonna have a hat, and I'm gonna write my name under it because
That's cool.
that's the hat I wear in practice.
Yeah,
So, and I don't even know if a lot of people know that was like for probably a week and a half, 2 weeks, however long it was. That was my dream school at that
yeah,
point.
yeah,
But I always wanted to go to Auburn. That was like that was like 1 and 1 for me.
yeah,
And so going to that summer that I played for 5 star, that was the first time I ever got any pro looks or not pro looks, Division
college.
One looks.
Yeah,
hmm And I remember the first phone call I had, and this is crazy, was Coach Zulli at Alabama. That was the very first phone call I had.
yeah,
And um, I remember I pitched at Kennesaw State. I can't, like, I'm so nervous I can't even eat before him.
yeah.
And I think I topped out at 87 or 88. And of course, I'm amped up, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I don't even remember where they were sitting, but that was the first phone call I got. And then South Alabama reached out, talked to them. Brad Phillips, an incredible guy,
Hmm.
talked to him. And it was like, and I'm sitting there, I'm a huge Auburn fan.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, man, when are they going to call? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And we got a couple more games in, and I eventually or I called because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. Um, Gabe Gross, I got his contact, and then we talked for shoot. For
So,
me, it felt like 45 minutes, but it was
so
probably
you had
15.
other D1 schools calling you, and you recruited yourself to Auburn,
Well,
or you started making
okay.
moves?
The way it's handled, they cannot call me, but I can
Yeah.
find out their number. So, okay, technically, I called Alabama, I
Yeah.
called South Alabama, I called all these because I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. But
Sure.
that's how it happened. I got in
Oh, cool.
contact with
Okay.
them. And yeah, that's I thought that was crazy because I'm like 15 and I'm telling these guys, hey, I'm 15. Like,
Right.
And they're like, yeah, yeah. I mean, we know.
Yeah.
And what an experience that was. That just completely took me back
Sure.
riding in mom's car.
Man.
Um, crazy.
Hilarious that
Me,
hilarious that you're having to think about your future and make big boy decisions and you're riding in the back of mom's car. You know? Like you're not even
yeah,
16 yet. That's
I
crazy.
know.
Wow.
And mom's driving it literally in circles just so she can hear the phone or the conversations on the phone.
Really?
Like we're not paying attention where we're going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're along for the ride. We're
Oh
listening.
man.
And yeah, yeah, pretty
That's
cool.
awesome. Oh man. So then what we'll circle back to like how it ended up like actually happening, but in terms of like the travel ball teams that you played for or these kind of elite teams, were there any ones that stand out to you that were really, really special to you or anything like that?
I mean, they were all super special. Oh my gosh, they were super special.
Sure. All along the way,
I
important.
would so I mean, so this all right, this is how I'm going to be able to. So my coach, Nick Love, the coach of the Young Guns or one of the coaches of the Young Guns, I still hit with him.
Okay.
So very impactful guy for me. My two hitting coaches, whenever I see him back home, is Coach Ryan Ollie, which is a coach at Wallace Dothan Community
Yeah.
College, the JUCO I went to,
Yeah.
and Nick Love, who has been my coach ever since I was 10 years old.
Really.
Yeah, I mean those, because, and I would go to Tuscaloosa and see Pat, but it's 3.5 hours away, so it's kind
Yeah.
of like you'd have to make a trip out of it.
Sure.
But Pat's my guy too. Like anytime I'll
Really?
reach out to him. Yeah, Pat's my guy.
Wait, did you have a
We
relationship with him before Alabama?
no,
Okay.
I didn't have
Okay.
a relationship with him before Alabama because,
Okay.
and we'll get into that too, because that whole situation, because I got drafted, or I mean, I got recruited in the Bohannon era, and then that stuff that happened with Bohannon,
Yeah.
so new coaches
Yeah.
and trying to navigate, like, is this the place I need to go?
Sure.
Like, this
Absolutely.
is brand new people. But yeah, I would say I think the Young Guns and Five Star stood out the most, just because the Young Guns team, um, that was when I was like obviously play was getting better.
Yeah.
Finding out more stuff about my swing. It was more than just going up there and seeing the baseball and trying to put a good swing on it. Understanding like the processes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then Five Star, because that's where I got recruited.
Yeah.
So of course I'm gonna give credit to them. And then I played for the Duluth Knolls the next year after Five Star because I was like,
Okay.
all right, um, I mean, I'm probably gonna just pitch in college, so I need to get one more summer where I'm doing both.
Really? So
So
you were already relegated to that idea that you were done hitting, done as a hitter?
So I was kind of on the fence,
Yeah.
because we played in this North and South All-Star game in the state, and I
Yeah.
remember I actually hit better than I pitched.
Yeah.
And Coach Thompson, the coach at Auburn, was there to watch it. And I'm being greedy at this point. I'm like, "Hey, what'd you think about my approach and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff?" Texting Coach Thompson, he was like, "Yeah, I thought you had some good swings and stuff like that." So I'm thinking, oh, "Okay, I think I'm gonna have an opportunity to
Right.
two-way." Which ended up not. I didn't have an opportunity, but and
At,
that's okay.
at this time, were you leaning towards like I like doing one better than the other?
I was always told that I was a better hitter than I was a pitcher, but I chose
Really?
not to believe it.
Interesting.
And the only reason is because I just had a lot of success that one summer that I PO'd against like really good talent.
Yeah.
So that was like the first thing that my brain goes back to,
Okay.
and I hit good the summer that I played
Yeah.
for the Duluth Knolls, but I got recruited because your brain tells you what you obviously want it to say
Absolutely.
sometimes, and
Yeah. I've been there.
you had a like I struck out these big names at the time when I was 15, and I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna strike people out. That's who I am. But
I like that. Okay. So then let's circle back then to your recruiting stuff. Where we kind of left there was you were like 15 getting these calls and things are happening. When did you commit? And then let's give me a little bit more context of how this all shook out.
so after that travel ball season with Five Star,
Yeah.
that next fall, I remember going to because if you get recruited by these people, especially at that age, they're gonna want you to come to their camp.
Yeah.
So I went to Auburn's camp,
Yeah.
impressed the coaches,
Uh-huh.
and then we got invited to a football game.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a football game. And we met up with the coaches, got the offer, this and that. So I committed then. And
Right
so that
then.
would have been yeah, I mean
So
that's
you
my
didn't
dream
take any
story.
other visits, or is that accurate,
Um
or wait, you committed at the camp?
yeah,
Is that what you said? Is that what
no,
you're
no, no,
saying?
no, no. I'm just
Okay.
sorry. I didn't say that correctly. I went to South Alabama
Okay.
on a visit.
Mhm.
We prayed about it. It just didn't seem like the right fit, and obviously we're thinking Auburn. You know what I mean?
Sure, that's
Like
what you
that's
wanted, right?
that's
Yeah.
that's what I wanted.
Right.
The second they called, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And going to a camp at Auburn and then go home. They said they were interested in all that stuff. Well, we
Yeah.
come up there in the next couple of weeks or maybe the next month for a
Mhm.
football game and then chat with the coaches. And they gave us an offer.
Yeah.
And it took literally, so we talked before the football game. I made the decision at halftime.
Really?
Like, so very quick,
That's
very quick.
great. Yeah. And you just
And
felt like that was where you're supposed to be?
I,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I
Everything that
did.
you wanted, right? Yeah.
Yep. Everything I wanted. And, man, yeah, when we start talking about Auburn, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
get into it. So then you
Oh,
still
yeah,
got
we'll
2
get
more
into
years of high school then? You're signed? Is
it.
that where we're at?
Well, I'm committed, but you can't sign until
Gotcha.
what would it be? I think junior year.
Okay.
I think junior year.
Was that somewhat of a relief pressure-wise for you to be like, "All right, at least my college is
Oh,
is set," right?
definitely. Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure.
That was
Okay.
like if anybody that's been in the recruiting process, they understand like
Yeah.
it's so much fun to be able to, say that you have an offer from X, Y, and Z,
Sure.
but they're ready to get out of that. I mean, they're ready.
Mhm.
I can't even imagine it for portal guys. Oh my gosh, I bet once whatever o'clock hits to whatever date, their phone is
Crazy.
just blowing up.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Crazy. Oh, man, I cannot wait to get into, like, when things like the nitty-gritty of it, and we're getting there, I guess. So,
Yeah.
take me through, before we get to Auburn here, were you getting pro looks and, like, scouts talking to you towards high school? How was that going?
No, not to my knowledge, which I feel like I would have known, but
Sure.
I wasn't getting any pro looks and not in high school.
Stuff-wise, what were you up to? Pitching?
In high school, I believe
Yeah.
I was up to 90 or
Okay.
91.
Yeah. And lefty.
Which
Yeah.
yeah, which is
Sure.
good.
Sure.
But it wasn't that's not I mean, these guys are throwing freaking 100,
Right.
which is crazy to me now.
Yeah.
Like Jack Bauer for
Right?
Mississippi State's throwing 102. Like, how's that guy in college? You know
I
what I
know,
mean?
right? So tell me, so then this is a fascinating question. You arrive, SEC baseball. This is the real deal. There's some full-grown men on that roster, right? These guys are going to be playing professional baseball. This is the highest caliber of collegiate baseball that there is. Where did you feel like you fit in? What was that experience? Just take me through it. Let's go.
Yeah. So I arrive and like first guy I see is like, and obviously I already know all these guys. They don't know who I am, but I know them because of their name. But
Yeah.
Ryan Bliss,
Yeah.
huge. I mean, smaller guy, but hit however far he wanted to.
Hmm.
Stephen Williams, that's an Auburn legend.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think of more names that pop up. I mean, it was a pretty stacked class that I came in with too. Ben
Yeah.
Shore was a highly recruited catcher.
Yeah.
Carson Swilling was a highly recruited pitcher. Jack Sokol, like all these, Cole Foster,
Hmm.
like he's with the Giants now, and I believe he's doing his thing. I mean, he was always a good player. Carter
Yeah.
Frederick, that's also another crazy story. That's a
Carter.
wild story too.
Do you have time
Yeah,
to
you
cliff
might.
cliff notes it, or what you got?
Um, I mean, I could definitely reach out, but yeah,
No, I mean, like,
Me and Carter.
can you give me a little like snippet of like what's so interesting about his
So
story?
okay, so me and him were like together often, um, because we kind of had I wouldn't necessarily say the same story, but like he got hurt, I was hurt, didn't really get with the team, like obviously we had our guys, but me personally, I didn't mesh with the team.
Really?
So I meshed with Carter,
Yeah.
and both of us, he decided to leave. I got cut, but we both left Auburn.
You got cut.
I got cut. I mean,
Crazy.
I was
Let's
the
get in.
first cut. Yeah,
What?
I was the first cut my redshirt freshman year. I was the very first cut, October 13th or 11th.
We got to
And it
back it
was a
up. We can't,
terrible
we
day.
can't, we cannot skip that far ahead. We're going to back it up.
Okay.
Okay. Tell you what, let's hear more about Carter at some point. I'm fascinated with you right now. Let's zero back in
Okay.
on this. So you got hurt, or you weren't playing well, or what
So,
was going on there?
so
Fall. We're
I
still
went
fall.
out. Yeah. This is the very first fall I show up on campus.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I had pictures to show you, I should have definitely probably been taking my diet and all that stuff a whole lot more serious. I was a whole lot bigger then.
Really?
And
Like
yeah, I
sloppy?
mean, I was like,
Like soft?
yeah, I would say. I would say.
Really? And if you guys
Yeah.
don't, like, I was just looking at some video and some pictures of this guy. He's absolutely jacked right now. Like tree trunk legs. We're gonna talk about some workout stuff later. I'm a workout guy too, so impressed, my guy. So
Well,
not
I
like
appreciate it.
in your top form when you got there as a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, no, far from it.
Did,
Very far from it.
did you get there like that, or did you do the freshman? I'm eating pizza and beer all the time, and that's what happened.
Um, well, okay. So I already had some pudge when I first got there,
Yeah.
but getting there did not help. Like it was literally icing on the cake. Pun completely intended.
Interesting.
Yeah. Um, did not take didn't take baseball. Like I thought I made it. Like that's and I know you
Really?
hear that story probably often. I thought I made it. I wouldn't even say I'm the same person that I was
Really?
whenever I was there. Yeah.
You had some
Which
life lessons to learn, huh?
100%.
Let's
And
go. Let's get into it.
yeah, there was a lot of things that happened at Auburn that obviously I regret. I definitely wasn't the person that my parents raised. But I'm so glad I was able to go through all those experiences because I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be uh the follower of Jesus that I am today. I wouldn't be any of those things.
Can you
Um,
speak to any of those? Are you comfortable?
yeah. I remember. So, I mean, freshman, yeah, freshman in college, like went to a small school, small high school.
Yeah.
Was I like using this reference? I was a huge fish in a very little pond,
Yeah.
and then I get thrown out into the ocean, and it kind of swallowed me up for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, not taking care of myself the way I should have.
Yeah.
Just eating whatever I wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
not training like I'm an SEC baseball player at
Yeah.
all. Um, like trying to make friends. Normally it was always so easy to make friends, but when you get hurt, you start like you can't prove it on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was kind of always how I got people's respect. I just prove it on the field.
Well
And
said.
once
Yeah.
that gets taken away, yeah, once that gets taken away, you kind of have to find other avenues. And I probably didn't pick the best ones,
Yeah.
right? And um, just crazy. I mean, like I said, I'm so glad for the experience. Not, I regret some things,
What
obviously, but
what was the injury you're talking about? You've said that a couple times now.
so I had pulled, and this is going to sound like I'm speaking a different language, but I pulled my quadratus lumbardum, which
Mm-hmm.
is
I know who that is.
QL. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah.
And it was like, those injuries that you can't pinpoint one
Yeah.
and you can't tell anybody how it feels. So
It's a
that's
weird
like the
hip
worst
injury.
injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the worst one because they look at you and think everything's fine.
Right.
It's not like a broken leg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you have to, and nobody wants to hear all the things like, oh man, I feel this way. I feel this way. I feel this. Nobody wants to hear that,
Right.
especially when you look fine on the outside.
Yeah.
And so I feel for anybody that says that they're banged up or feeling something that you obviously can't see on the outside.
Yeah.
There's something going on.
Sure.
You just have to trust them on that. But um, yeah, that was the injury I got, and it took forever for it to feel good.
When did that hurt?
Forever.
When did that happen?
Fall.
Okay.
When would it have been? it was later on in the fall, and I
Okay.
remember having to try and ramp up for the spring, and then it
Yeah.
never felt good in the spring.
How did you perform
Early.
that fall before you got hurt?
It was decent. Like it was genuinely decent. I remember having some decent outings. Fall World Series. I was trying to remember. It's a long time ago. Come to think of it, but I remember getting banged up a little bit
Okay.
before or right after the Fall World Series. Whenever it was, we were about to do the Omaha Challenge, and I remember. Oh, I'm telling you, Blake, you'd have laughed at me if you would have saw how I looked.
What we got?
Um, yeah, you can, I'm sure, find some pictures, but uh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, there was like literally one thing during the Omaha Challenge that I was so out of breath and so gassed I couldn't do,
Really?
and it was because I just came off the training table,
Yeah.
not long after, so I'm not in running shape, not this, not that, and I'm not
Yeah.
making an excuse for myself. I should have definitely been in better shape, but
Yeah.
so yeah, I was banged up a little bit at the end of fall as well.
Yeah.
And then I tried to ramp up for all of December, throwing it home.
Yeah.
Everything was feeling pretty good, and then I come back and it's like literally I step on that mound and I try and do this and that, and it started hurting again.
Really?
And yeah, and of course I didn't want to tell nobody. You know, I was tired of being hurt. I was tired of this. I was tired of that. I was tired of getting left out because I was hurt. So
Right.
I didn't say nothing, and then it got to the point where I couldn't take my socks off.
Really?
Um, I couldn't take my socks off after practice. And I was like, all right, I need to tell the trainer. I need to tell the trainer that I need to own up to me hurting.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I've told him a million times I feel great. And I wasn't truthful about that, and I should have been. But I mean, I wanted to play. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like I wanted to show myself, and especially me being like the young guy. And told him that. Ended up having to rehab um, the whole season. It felt like, which oh, crazy, just
Do you feel like you're on
crazy
the team when
times.
you're doing that, or do you feel like you're kinda like a weird entity aside from the team? I
I
myself had, like, 5 surgeries in college, and every time I always felt like I was almost, like, cast aside a little bit, like, you're on the team, but
yeah.
you're kinda not? I don't know.
In my experience, I didn't feel like I was on the team
Right.
when all that stuff happened,
It's weird,
and
right?
yeah, and
Not
that's why
traveling?
I've yeah, no, not on the travel roster.
Yeah,
Never got on the travel roster.
yeah,
Well, for good reason. Like I wasn't going to help the team.
yeah,
Like I was hurt, banged up, still couldn't even locate everything that was wrong.
right.
Um, which is a very that's a disheartening feeling,
What
especially when you
was
can't.
was there any resolution to that hip issue that was going on?
Yeah, so actually I got sent over to football side. So they had the hot tubs, they had this, they had that, and
Yeah,
we were sitting there working on it for I want to say it was like 2, 3, no, it was like 3 days or 4 days a week.
yeah.
And I remember it had something cuz that muscle, it's like the bottom ab. It's like the very bottom of your ab.
Attaches
So you
into
have
it.
to really
Yeah,
work on your core for it to
yeah,
resolve.
yeah.
And I remember doing a bunch of hip stuff, a bunch of bird dogs, a bunch of
Mhm.
what do you call them? Dead bugs. Like
Yep.
that was my everyday.
The really
And
boring, unsexy stuff, right?
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah,
Sitting on a table for however long,
yeah.
putting an ankle weight on. Like that was my 9 to 5. Um,
Yep.
yeah.
So
So eventually got feeling a whole lot better,
yeah,
and then went and played summer ball
in
that
the
summer for the
Prospect League
Danville Dans.
in the
That's
Prospect
right.
League. That is my neck of
That's
the
right.
woods, my friend. Yeah, you would have played in
Yep.
Springfield then. That's where I'm at.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was a great summer.
Cool.
Like made some friends out in the middle of nowhere in Danville, Illinois.
That is true. Yeah,
Like but Champaign was fun. I will say
sure.
that we did go to Champaign a couple times, and that was fun
Yeah,
as a team. And amazing host family. Like
cool.
shout out to them, like the Pabst. They're the greatest people ever. Like
Love to
that's a long way away from home.
yeah,
But whenever I was there, it didn't
sure.
really feel like I was that far.
That's great because
And
as everyone knows throughout baseball, sometimes you can get a great host family, sometimes not so much. So
Yeah.
you never know.
Well, my 2 years playing summer ball, amazing host families. Amazing.
And we'll get to
So,
your Cape summer here at some point, but we're
yeah.
still at Auburn now, and I'm still fascinated. How did a future all SEC, all American fifth rounder get told that you don't got what it takes to beat Auburn? I'm fascinated by that. So a decent summer. Do you feel like you played all right, or
I would say I played pretty average,
and
especially,
just throwing still?
yeah, just PM. Yeah, I actually have a story on that too. So,
Let's go.
it's great. I'm so glad we're doing this. But,
Me too.
um, so I pitched all summer.
Hmm.
I got one at bat
Really?
at the very end, home game. We're up. Shoot,
Parked it.
yeah, um, yeah, we're we're like 2 away from a run rule,
Hmm.
and I remember it was, oh my gosh, what was it? I feel so bad about I think it was Mother's. Mm, something was going on, because I swung a pink bat, and it was only for that night.
Breast cancer awareness or something like that, or
It
Mother's
was
Day, or
something going on.
yeah,
I wish I would have remembered. I have
something for
the
the ladies.
video on my phone.
Yep.
Yeah, something for the ladies. And, they were like, "Snell, go grab a bat." And I remember only grabbing 1 batting glove, like
Oh, 1 BG.
1
Take it
BG.
back to Little League.
That's all I could find. And,
Was it the top one or the bottom one?
I don't even remember. But I
Okay.
remember swinging like the guy is throwing, like, at this point, they don't even care.
Yeah. Right.
The guy's up there just throwing them, just throwing them. I'm nervous as can be. Like, this is my first time swinging in forever.
Yeah.
Middle end fastball. Who knows how fast it's going? Parked it, slammed it,
Let's go.
bat flipped it.
Let's go.
Like
Really?
that was my only swing. That was my 1 AB, one swing
Yeah.
against the Terre Haute Rex, or Terre Haute Rex, however you say that.
Now, in this whole whatever year or so since you've been a PO, were you ever like sneaking in swings? Like, I missed this, or where were you at headwise with that?
Oh gosh. I'm about to completely be truthful. Um, so when I was on the back end, whenever I was starting to feel good, close to the end of my time at Auburn,
Uh-huh.
me and Carter used to hit
Really?
in the cages late, like super late at night. And oh, it's crazy because I don't even know if I ever told anybody that, but because I was like, me and Carter were close. I mean, we got close because he
Yeah.
had an injury. And listen to this, all right? And I know it was a crazy time already. COVID was going on
Hmm.
when I first got there, so you had to meet requirements in the dugout.
Yeah.
And if you're not part of the team, you're not in the dugout. So me and Carter went and sat in a section in the field. Like
Oh.
we went to go sit in a section. So yeah, me and Carter spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
I mean, and that probably was not good. Actually, not probably. That was not good. One, on my mental side of it, and two, on my diet side of it, because I'm just grabbing as many Uncrustables and going to section 38 or whatever. Yeah, just hammering food. And yeah, that did not help my problem. But
That's great.
so yeah, me and Carter, we got really close there.
Okay.
But yeah, so me and Carter, we would sometimes take swings up there
Hmm.
in the hitting facility. And I remember him saying, and if you know Carter, you love Carter. Um, I remember him saying, "Dude, why'd you ever stop swinging? Like, why'd
Really?
you ever stop hitting?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, I don't know. I don't know." Now, crazy, 4 years from that, us talking about that,
Yeah.
or 4 or 5 years, however long it's been, I'm with the Cubs as a hitter.
Nuts. Yeah. I love it.
Crazy,
I know, dude. That's
but
why
yeah.
I have to do this story. There's so much here, and we're starting to get in the pieces of it. This is fascinating, and you're doing a fantastic job too, dude. I'm so glad that we're here. So then played for the Danville Dans in the Prospect, did pretty decent. Hit a pump at the very end of the summer. I'm sure that got the wheels spinning a little bit. We go back to Auburn in the fall. Tell me about it. How does this unfold?
So Miss Jenny was like the GM of the Danville Dans,
Uh-huh.
and she got the video, and her and Coach Thompson I'm pretty sure they were close because I mean Auburn's been sending players to Danville for as long as I can remember,
Yeah.
and sent them the video of me hitting a homer.
Mhm.
And um, we of course talked about it, and we were like, "Yeah, I saw the homer, this and that." And I knew there probably wasn't nothing going to come about. Like I'm not going to start picking up the bat and start hitting for this SEC program. Like
Yeah.
they got enough guys that really know how to swing.
Sure.
Um, so it was just like a, oh, saw this by the way, and I didn't think much of it. I just thought it was a really cool thing.
Yeah.
So ended up getting back and still, still needed to mature. Like
Mhm.
still needed to mature. Um, feeling okay, but not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Still eating bad. Lost a lot of weight. Um, from not eating for a little bit, or not eating, but just making the right choices and
Sure.
not eating as much, not
Okay.
overeating,
Uh-huh.
and not taking care of myself the way I
Yeah.
should have. Still though,
Yeah.
so my velocity was not. I was like 85. Like that's not gonna play.
It's not gonna
It's
do
not
it.
gonna play.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna play in the SEC.
No.
No, unless you're throwing down where your shoe tops are.
Right, just
Like
yeah,
yeah,
for
just
sure.
disgusting.
Right.
And I was none of that. And um, grades were slipping a little bit.
Mhm.
And I remember coach the scene. All right, so I was late to practice one time, and I'll never forget it. It was Georgia. We were playing against Georgia football,
Mhm.
and I should like this is not the first weekend that we've had practice on a game day. So
Yeah.
there's no parking.
Right.
Like I've got to be better about that. Like there's no parking.
Sure.
Wake up late, scramble to get to the field and can't find a parking spot. So I'm running. Like I parked so far away running to the field
Yeah.
and get out there and they're already doing PFPs at this point. And I run out there and um the coaches did what they're supposed to do. I mean, if anybody shows up late, just tell them to go home.
Sure.
Like the people are taking their Saturday to come to practice. Like show up on time. So
Sure.
that was on me. 100% was on me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And went home and I remember going to the field the next day because the next day would have been Sunday. And I'm like, man, dude, nobody's yelled at me. Like
That
nobody's running me.
it's not a good sign?
Well, I'm thinking, I'm like I said, your brain's gonna think what you want it to think.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, well, man, well maybe it wasn't that big of a deal.
Mhm.
First mistake. Um, and went on about my day, regular Sunday, go to bed, wake up, get a text from coach saying, hey, do you mind if we talk before practice? I said, yeah, yeah. So go to the office. We talk. Obviously not a good talk, right? Just kind of saying this isn't working out. And look, I
Really?
really gave him no, yeah, I gave him no choice. Like at that point, like my grades weren't doing good.
Yeah.
I'm throwing 85 miles an hour.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna help this team go to Omaha.
Mhm.
And um, we're sitting there talking, and the way it sounded, because I don't think I really wanted to truly believe that I was getting cut.
Yeah. That must have been a
And
surreal moment, like
like, I mean, whatever he had said, like obviously I didn't hear it,
yeah.
right?
Sure.
So I go out there, like it didn't register to me that there's no way I just got cut from my dream school. Like that's the worst of the worst.
Oh, heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I go out to practice, and which was so crazy. Now come back to think of it, but coach put his arm around me and was like, "Hey, look, I don't know if I was 100% clear, but like you can either go take some PFPs or you're done." And of course, if I could go back, I probably wouldn't take the PFPs. But I was like, dude, I'm about to soak it up. Like this is my dream school. I'm gonna go take PFPs one last time. So
Oh,
go
man,
out
that
there,
must have
take
been crazy.
PFPs.
Wow.
Oh man, I don't even,
How'd
I
you get
don't
through
even,
that?
I don't even, I don't even remember fielding
Were
any
you
of them. I just
emotional?
remember, I mean, yeah, yeah. I was I was I was beating myself up pretty bad because I was like, but I was still not believing that it was true.
Yeah.
And get done with it, run inside. I remember I had to sign some release forms, all the stuff that you have to do once you get cut, and
Man.
um yeah, crazy times. Packed up all my stuff, saw the people I needed to see, and then I left. And I remember having another meeting with Coach Thompson, and they were great about the whole situation. Like, I remember Coach Thompson was upset. I mean, nobody wants to tell somebody that,
Yeah.
that they're getting cut. And I'm trying to think of what happened. I remember going home, and that phone call I had to make to my parents was
Oh,
it was gut wrenching. Like,
golly.
it was the biggest punch in the gut I ever had to do, and it was completely my fault. That's what it
Mhm.
felt like to me.
Yeah.
And um, call them, they're upset, but like, cause this is my dream, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not a parent, but for
Here.
for their
Yeah.
kid to struggle,
Sure.
and I was obviously struggling big time, and um, so they eventually come up there, like we talk and all that kind of stuff. Uh, or no, actually no, they didn't come up there. I remember laying in my bed just thinking, because I remember one of the questions that Coach Thompson asked. He said, "You can either be a regular student," and which I thought that was crazy.
Right.
I was like, "There's no." I was like, "No, no, 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 I can't be a regular student. Like, I can't.
Right.
I have to. I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna go play somewhere." And I
Yeah.
remember him the day I got cut. Um, the next morning, we're obviously all me, mom, dad, Tucker, my brother, like we're going through it, right?
Yeah.
And dad woke up the next morning. He said 7 o'clock. Coach Hyde, maybe before that, Coach Hyde, my high school baseball coach in eighth, ninth, and 10th grade, called him and was like, "Hey, don't know what happened, but I have a bunch of junior college coaches asking me what happened."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Junior college? We never thought about that."
Yeah.
Like, at this point, I'm thinking I'm done, right?
Really? Like, yeah,
Not,
baseball's
not,
done?
not, well, not done, done, but I'm done right now with baseball right now.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
Heavy.
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on. Like, I'm
Sure.
not, last thing I want to think about is ball.
Yeah.
And I remember, and this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets cool. Because dad asked me, he said, "Hey, look, all these junior colleges, like they're reaching out, but they they don't care. Like they want you to pitch, but they want to know if you can still hit."
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like, Dad, I don't know. He said, "Do not ever." He said, "I don't ever want you to put yourself in a box ever again."
Yeah.
And me just being a pitcher, I was putting myself in a box.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here saying, which I would never say this. I'm never gonna doubt myself ever again. But I remember saying, "Dad, I don't know. It's been a year and a half. Like, I don't know." And he said, "Well, I think you need to hit." And I said, "I'll try. I'll
Yeah.
try." And ended up getting going back to talk with Coach Thompson and those guys, and because he wanted to follow up. He was being a good coach. He wanted to follow up, making sure everything's going good. And I remember, talking to him, and I was like, "Man, these coaches, they want me to hit." Um, and he said, "They want you to hit." And I said, "Yeah." And I remember asking if I could use the facilities, which I completely understand him saying no. Like, I'm not a part of the team anymore.
Yeah.
So for when the weekends, I drove home. On the weekends, I drove home so I could hit with dad.
Really?
So yeah, and then I'd go up there and do school, and then come back home on the weekends.
For
Any
the
free chance,
semester?
I'd go home. hmm
And then did you
Um,
leave a
I
semester, or how'd that go?
so it transferred over to junior college at that point. So I remember having to go home on the weekends, hit, and I took BP at Northwest Florida because that was one of the teams that I was thinking about going to. It was Northwest Florida, LBW, and Wallace Dothan.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, I was thinking Wallace, but Northwest Florida is a huge school. So is Chipola. I was thinking about Chipola too, but
Yeah.
they were more so on the side of me pitching. And I mean, they had Tucker Flint, Cam Collier, like huge names.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, I can't promise him he's going to hit for us.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that. And I mean, year and a half off of hitting, I can't promise this guy that he's going to be in our everyday lineup either, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember, I mean, we were breaking a lot of rust off. Me and Dad was.
Yeah, dude. A year and a half is a long time.
Yeah. A really long time.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I remember going on a visit to Northwest Florida. I remember going on a visit to LBW. And then I remember going on a visit to Wallace Dothan.
Yeah.
And Wallace wanted me to pitch and hit. It was for sure. They were going
Yeah.
to give me the opportunity to hit. And I said, all right, I want to go to Wallace Dothan. I'm going to be at home. I live with Mom and Dad. Went to Wallace. Perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like one of the big reasons too, I needed to go home. I needed to go home to one, mature, and two, I had to get back into church. Like I had to.
You feel like, was that something that you were raised in that you were disconnected from, or is this something that you just gravitated towards later on in life?
I mean, I went to church every Sunday, like every Sunday, Wednesdays, like Sunday and Wednesdays, like I was there. And I remember, whenever I went to Auburn, like I think I went to 1 or 2 services my entire time being there, which is not the way I was raised at all. And I had to get back. I had to get back to the basics, my foundation, what got me to where I am today. And that was a huge factor for me.
Yeah. So back in the church, maturing, I'm going to have to imagine you got in some better shape down there too.
Oh yeah. Got in a lot better shape.
Just a whole change, like all around for you on just a lot of
complete
aspects 180. Of your life.
Yeah. I mean, and plus I'll give credit to junior college before anywhere. I mean, I met my wife there. She was a center fielder for him.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Really good hitter. Really good outfielder. She's actually in here right now.
Hey girl. Did she play after that?
She had opportunities, but she went with me.
Do you want to come say hi real quick?
She is in the middle of making coffee.
Okay.
So she's busy.
Okay.
But love junior college with my whole heart. And now the first year I was there, I pitched and hit. I wasn't as I hit pretty good. I pitched okay.
Okay.
And I didn't really have many offers after that first year. I think I had AUM, but I knew I was going to go back to Wallace. I wanted to get my full experience. I knew if I were to quote unquote go off my next year, I was going to have more opportunities.
And you quote unquote did go off that next year. 10-0, 1.86, striking out 87, leading all JUCO pitchers in the state of Alabama. Hit 393, 13 pumps, 70 RBIs. JUCO Division I Player of the Year. Went off.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience. I mean, great team too. Like all of us guys, like we're brothers. I mean, I still talk to them. You know, talk to the coach almost all the time. I literally just got done talking to Coach Ryan.
Beautiful.
Probably I need to reach out to Coach Mackey. I'll do that sometime.
Yeah.
But huge role model in my life. Because
what do you attest this like explosion as a player down there? Do you have any thoughts on that? Just like everything that you just mentioned, like getting back in with God, getting in better shape, being more mature, those things, or anything else like a part of that equation?
I mean, honestly, it was like the second I went to a Wallace practice, put on the jersey, put on the stuff that they wore. It was like the fun of baseball came back.
Felt right. Beautiful, man.
It like for a long time, baseball wasn't fun. Like
Being in the
baseball
wrong
wasn't
place
fun at
can make
Auburn.
it unfun. Being in the wrong
I
place.
mean, completely. And sometimes you bring that on yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? I want to
it
say
was
that,
just
dude.
so weird.
You've been very accountable throughout this whole thing, talking about the mistakes that you made, and I really appreciate that. It's so easy to wiggle away from some of your own mistakes, but you've taken complete accountability. I just think it's awesome.
Well, I promise you, a couple years ago, I wouldn't have said the same thing, but I think my
Yeah.
perspective has completely changed on the
Beautiful.
situation, and I was grateful for the opportunity.
What were you
To
doing workout wise to go from this guy that was a little soft, not eating
Yeah,
great, to like, dude, this guy before me is chiseled out of granite. What were you doing?
I wish we'll get there, but you know, that first year, whenever I got to junior college, like it, I got there half the year in, so it
Yeah,
wasn't like I got the whole fall experience where you
sure.
sit there and you grind through everything, the
Mhm.
early mornings, this and that.
Yeah.
So, but I clicked with the team
Mhm.
pretty immediately because some of my best friends of all time played on that team. Jake Killingsworth, amazing human being, one of
Mhm.
my best friends. Don Williams, amazing human being, one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on. I could name a million people, right?
Mhm.
And I mean, Cleet Hartzog, like there was studs on the team.
Yeah.
Like Cleet going to Florida, uh, Geo going to Marshall, Callan going to Marshall, Dylan Dickert, all these guys they were good players for us. And then the
Mhm.
next year, that was my first year there. The next year, oh, and not to mention, Jake Killingsworth was the the state player of the year.
Mhm.
Unbelievable season. Doubles out the wazoo. Like
Shout
that
out.
guy was a walking double. And I think he hit like 20 something. I don't know, 30 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
So great year for him. And he was my rock too, because he was my catcher.
Okay.
And we batted back and forth in the lineup. He batted fourth, I batted fifth, and we just fed off of each other. And that's what brought the fun back completely. Like
Yeah.
I was like, dude, why did it take me so long? Like, why did it take me a year and a half? Like, and if it ever becomes not fun, and this is for anybody who's listening, if it ever becomes not fun, change the environment or
Oh,
change something
yeah.
because something needs to change.
Yeah. Baseball should be fun,
And
shouldn't
don't
it?
baseball is a kid's game. Play it
Yeah.
like a kid's game. Act
Yeah.
like a kid.
So well said.
And um yeah, so please do not hesitate. Don't wait. Go somewhere where it's fun.
I love
And go
that.
somewhere where you're gonna play too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I love junior college. Like
Yeah.
I'll say that until I can't speak anymore.
That's
But
awesome. No,
um
it's cool to hear an SEC guy, a fifth round caliber guy, talk about his love for JUCO and that experience and how important it was for him. So I think some people will look down on going JUCO or CC, but hey, man, it can work for you. It can get you right on your path. There's many ballers that have taken the JUCO route.
yeah, and most fun I've ever had.
Yeah,
Like so much fun.
yeah.
And not the nicest equipment. Not
Right,
this, not
going
that.
from Auburn SEC to JUCO stuff, that must have been interesting too.
Yeah, and funny, all right, do you follow JUCO Pipeline?
Of course.
Okay. So there's a video on there, and I didn't even know it was Wallace Dothan. I didn't know it was my old JUCO, but I
Yeah.
saw people posting this video, and I'm like, dude, that is so gritty. There's a guy. So when you do like a push up and then you raise your hand out,
Yeah.
like they make equipment for that.
Really?
Yeah, my junior college used a napkin. So I
The
mean, you
slides?
talk about wanting to
That's
get it
great.
done. Like we'll find a way.
That is the
And
JUCO way. That's so. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've seen like catcher drills where they're like throwing trash barrels at you, and it's the JUCO way. You figure it out, right?
I loved every second of it.
I
I remember
know.
we
That's
were out there
awesome.
for just,
Yeah.
I mean, forever in practice it seemed like, and then we'd have a lift after.
Hmm.
And those days, like that's where you find who your brothers are too. The ones
Yeah.
that are just sitting there grinding, 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 grinding.
Yeah.
And I always thought I had a decent work ethic, and then I went to junior college, and it was like putting gasoline on a fire.
Really.
Like that's how it seemed like to me. And surrounded by a bunch of kids that realized that this was not the end all be all.
Yeah.
I think some people do get lost in junior college thinking like, oh, I'm in college. Like for me, I was like, this has to be a trampoline. I have to come down here,
Yeah.
bounce back. Like that's
Right.
where I want to go.
Yeah.
And so when I started really getting in shape was after that first year in junior college. I went down to this place called the Florida Baseball. It was the ranch, the Florida Baseball Ranch, but now it's the Florida Baseball Armory.
Okay.
Um, it's ran by Randy Sullivan, which is a very high name and everything training wise. And I went there to do pitching and hitting and made some improvements on my velocity. Like went from what was I? My first year. I think I got up to 88 in the first pin, and then in 2 weeks I was throwing 91.
Yeah.
And then I brought it home and got up to 93.
Oh wow.
But the whole time, like things didn't start clicking until I really started waking up early in the morning, making sure I'm getting my throwing program and abs in, and then going to the gym.
Okay.
And making sure I'm eating correctly. Like things didn't start clicking until I started doing that. And I don't know if you've ever been big. You've probably always been in shape.
Yeah.
I had to imagine. Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, I got kind of like bulky. I was into powerlifting for a couple of years and I got kind of bulkier, but I mean, anyway.
Yeah. Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I first started seeing like the transition in myself, I was like, man, I got to keep going.
Yeah.
I got to keep going.
Yeah.
I got to keep going. I mean, I'm dropping pounds. I mean, I'm looking different. I mean, people are, and it always means something when somebody sees it too.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, oh, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I got to. And I went that whole summer, like really strict on my diet, really strict on my working out. I was a robot for a summer. Did the same thing every day, ate the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Which was, I would do chicken on Sundays, completely meal prepped. I would do chicken, broccoli, squash, zucchini. Did rice, rice at lunch, no rice at night.
Yeah.
Like, and I ate that same thing every day. Protein bar in the morning, protein shake on the way to, on the way leaving the gym.
Yeah.
It was the same every day. And, started to really see improvements there. And then fall ball came and I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting 90, 91 in games, top of 93, like in good shape. And Bohannon came to our first fall game, which was in Hoover. And actually I played against Carter Frederick at Snead State.
Really?
So we're boys. I mean, we're boys. Not in that moment, we're not boys.
Right.
But yeah, because just playing. But best friends, and I remember I pitched pretty good against him, and I got in contact with Bohannon and was talking to JJ, the pitching coach, and that whole relationship just kind of blossomed. And I remember talking to, of course, some more teams came about. I didn't want to just jump on because I remember how quick I committed to Auburn.
Yeah.
So I was a little gun shy.
Yeah.
Just to jump on the first one. Right.
Let me ask you this. Is there like in Alabama, if you're Auburn, are you like, you do not like Alabama? Are you like, double middle fingers to Alabama? So what
there's a known like shunning.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way. Like they're like, you don't, but whenever I left Auburn,
did you feel any change about that?
Whenever I got cut, Roll Tide was very easy to say. And I don't mean anything, but I was like, I want to go back. Yeah. I want to go back to the SEC. I haven't proved myself, but I want to go back.
Yeah.
And I remember like thinking, I was like, man, I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'm gonna go to Alabama.
Yeah.
Like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I talked to ULL, which sick place too.
Lafayette?
Thought about going there. Yep.
Yeah.
The Raging Cajuns thought about going there.
Oh yeah.
Talked to Sanford, talked to some other schools, talked to Mississippi State, but they were bigger on me pitching than
Okay.
hitting. And I was like, no,
Gotta hit now.
Gotta hit.
Now, if a school, if Alabama came down and said you got to do one or the other, what would you have chosen before you came?
Hit.
Really? Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
hit.
Interesting.
Well, because I had done the one.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm gun shy to it. So
Gotcha.
I don't want to be put in an environment like that again. And
Okay.
But that's crazy that I say that because I committed after they watched me pitch.
That is interesting. Yeah.
So I think they were thinking it was going to be more so for pitching too. But I was still thinking, I was like, man, they haven't seen me break out hitting yet. They just haven't seen me break out hitting yet.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't hit good that fall, like at all.
Really?
No, I didn't hit good. Didn't really hit my stride until spring, which perfect situation. But yeah, so I committed to Alabama, and it would have definitely probably been more so for pitching. And then we start spring season. I'm pitching, doing good. We started off the year in Panama City. That's where we always started, or that's where we started the year before too. And like this huge baseball classic, whatever, awesome tournament, like scouts galore. So, and in junior college, like you have to make the most of your opportunities when you get them.
Absolutely.
Because it's not like these guys aren't crawling to the games.
Yeah.
And we're about to play Gulf Coast, huge team, like powerhouse.
Yeah.
Chipola, Northwest Florida, Wabash Valley.
Big names. Yeah.
Andrew College, trying to think of some more. Florida Southwestern, like big name schools. So you got to get yours. And we opened up against State College of Florida, and I was pitching. I didn't even hit for myself, because coach was like, "We're just gonna have you focus on pitching because this is obviously a huge opponent. Like they're ranked nationally. Yeah. It's like we just want you to focus on pitching." Had a great game. Had a really good game. I don't even remember the stats of that game, but we beat them pretty good.
Okay.
And the next game we had against Wabash, I believe, or no, maybe it was oh no, why am I drawing a blank? Is it Wabash? I'd have to go back and look. But the next game I hit, and it was like a normal. I hit good. I think I had a double and a single, or something, or maybe just a single. And anyway, we played Andrew after that, another good game, just hitting. And then we played Gulf Coast for the championship. And we're like on a 3-game heater, like we're ready. We're ready to go. And oh gosh, I've unloaded on a baseball.
Let's go.
For my first homer of the year. And man, what a game. Like that was so cool. That was just such a cool experience because like Gulf Coast, like that's who puts on the tournament.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's their tournament to win. And we won that tournament, and what an awesome experience, especially with the group of guys I had. Like we had Parker Collier, which arguably has the best curveball I've ever seen.
Really?
Like, and this is I'm like where I am now, like still one of the best curveballs I've ever seen. Spun the piss out of it. Spun the piss out of it. I don't know if he knew where it was going, but once he played it down, unbelievable pitch.
Really?
It looked like if you set a big hack on 10, 10, and 1. Like that, it just straight down. And just unbelievable curveball. But that's who started the game, and we ended up winning that game. I don't remember the score, but won the tournament. Unbelievable experience. Like we're carrying the trophy home all the way back. Like I don't think we've ever won that tournament before until then. And just unbelievable experience. And that's when things started clicking for me because I was like, dude, I'm about to hit. Like, I don't know if Alabama knows this, but I'm going up there to hit too. And
I love that.
that's when everything just started like clicking.
Yeah.
Like I'm hitting homers, I'm hitting doubles, I'm getting all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's when the hitting started just to really stand out, was after that tournament. Because I proved it to myself. I was like, that's big names, you know what I mean? Like that,
Yeah.
those are huge teams that I'm playing off of. And to give you kind of an inside on, so Gulf Coast had this guy, we didn't face him, or we didn't face both of the guys they had. They had Carson Dorsey, who's 94, 95,
Mm-hmm.
lefty, and they had Christian Opper, who's another lefty, throwing 98 to 100.
Jeez.
So their scouts, anytime Gulf Coast plays, they're watching.
Yeah.
So that's when you have to make your opportunities count.
And you did.
And Wallace did that. Wallace
Yeah.
did that. I mean, we all did.
Dude.
I think a lot of people got scouted through that tournament. So kudos to the PCB Classic too, because they're making kids' dreams come true.
And then did you sign then during that season or after, or when were you officially signed with Alabama?
So I signed the fall before the season started.
Okay. So you were locked
at the very end.
Loaded.
Yeah. I was locked in.
But then there was a coaching change?
Roll Tide commit. Yeah. So there wasn't a coaching change. This is crazy. We're about to play, I don't even remember who, but I remember ESPN popped up on my phone. Obviously what happened, head coach of Alabama baseball fired.
Yeah.
For what he did. And like, this is right before I go out there and pitch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dad, what the heck? What do we do now?
Right.
Like, he's like,
is this
don't
all
even worry
different
about
now,
it.
or yeah.
He said, don't worry about it. Like, just go out there.
Yeah.
Play your game, pitch your game. Don't think about it. So I did that. I had a good game pitching. Didn't think about it. And then we tried to figure out some stuff after the game.
Yeah.
But I really didn't worry that much about it. I was like, something's going to happen. And then JJ stepped up to be the interim head coach.
Yeah.
They go on a crazy heater.
Yeah.
Like crazy heater. And I remember getting to the state tournament and I'm having conversations with JJ. I'm like, JJ, I'm 100% like, I'll go if you're the coach. I'll go if you're the coach.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm telling you, I'm going to be a coach. Like, I'm not leaving this place.
Mm-hmm.
And go and play the state tournament. Came up one game short again, lost to Shelton State. Oh, whatever. There's some games that just stick out. That's one of them. Shelton State, we lose in that game, and then they go to Grand Junction and we don't. But I don't hold no grudges.
When did Coach Vaughn come in the picture and start making contact with you, and you guys start figuring this out?
So I get told that I'm gonna go possibly to the Cape at the back end of their season.
That's awesome. From JUCO to Cape?
Yeah.
Pretty incredible.
Well, I had a connection too. So Ryan Eiley, my head junior college coach, was a coach in the Cape. So he had connections through there.
Yeah.
And I was going to 2A up there too. But had something, I was given a lesson, this is crazy too, but I was given a lesson, did something to my shoulder while I was throwing.
Mm-hmm.
So throwing did not feel great, but I ended up playing some first up there in the Cape. Yeah. And it was because, Charlie Condon, he went to go play for Team USA.
Yeah.
And Falmouth needed a first baseman. So they called me like 3 or 4 weeks before I was slated to go up there and play first base. Like, I wasn't even told I was going to play first base.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, when do I need to go? And they're like, in 2 days. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Crazy situation. Me and Dad were like, Dad, I got to do this. Like,
yeah, of course.
I got to
Cape. You got to go.
No chance.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Nick Love, the coach from the Young Guns. And he said, dude, if you hit like 280 in the Cape, like, that's a big deal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I got to go. Like, I don't have a choice. I got to go.
Yeah.
I get there and I'm around literally freaking Travis Bazzana, me and him close. Like, we clicked immediately. Okay. Me being from Dothan, Alabama, I sound nothing like him. Him being from Australia, he sounds nothing like me. First time ever seeing a scatter plot in my life. never seen a scatter plot,
Yeah.
never seen all this stuff. Because in junior college, and I didn't hit at Auburn, so I didn't see that stuff.
Right.
In junior college, we didn't go over scatter plots and horizontal and vertical break. We didn't have that stuff.
Hmm.
And I remember I was like, all right, Travis, like, explain this to me. And he is like, he knows everything about his swing.
Yeah.
And I love talking like him because it's just hilarious. He's like, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a fastball on the top of the zone, but he's going to obviously break off a bender and it's just going to eat the dirt. And then you're not going to swing at it and this and that. And this is all that this is telling you, like the scatter plots. Like, obviously, he's going to have a high fastball you can see on his vert. And I'm like, dude, I don't understand at all what you're saying.
That was an incredible Australian accent, my friend.
Thank
Great
you.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And he called me Big Bama at
Big
the
Bama?
time.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, we would sit in the back of the bus and just talk about literally everything the Australians do over there and then everything that we do in Dothan, Alabama, in redneck USA.
That's funny.
Yeah, so we got a super good relationship there. And
Cool experience in the cave?
a super cool, super cool experience.
Yeah.
Ended up hitting really good in the Cape.
Yeah.
Which bumped up my ranking and going to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
So at this point, I've definitely proved I can hit.
Mhm.
And I remember getting to Alabama
Yeah.
and ended up having to have shoulder surgery from
Really?
that thing that I was saying, like, I hurt my arm.
Really? Well,
I had a
what'd you have?
bent, and it was just a bone spur. So all they had to
Okay.
do was just go in there and scope it and get all that stuff. So it ended up taking 6 weeks, and I think I was good.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit longer than that. But didn't pitch in the fall. Had a decent fall.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to think. I wasn't on the opening day roster. Or I wasn't on the opening day lineup.
Yeah.
But I was more so out of the pen. And if they needed a bat off the bench, I was there.
Yeah, because your first year
And
at
I
Alabama,
remember,
you still pitched. You were still pitching some.
yeah,
Right.
that's right. My first time ever. I think this is right. I think one of the first times I ever went out there was to pitch. It
Really?
was against
Okay.
DBU at the Frisco Classic.
Okay.
I think that was, and the hardest pitch I ever thrown was like 93.5 to
Beautiful.
Grant J. It went like 450 feet.
He wasn't so impressed.
Oh no, he I think he loved it. I think he loved that I threw that hard.
All right.
Slammed it.
What does roll tide mean to you? I asked this to Will Plattner too, and I'm just fascinated by it because I'm a northerner, but I'm in Illinois, but I went to Murray State, so I know some southern stuff. Spent some time in kind of south, but I mean, it can be used in so many different ways, right? Like, I mean, people end sentences with it, start it. It can be like, just, I would love to hear what roll tide means to you. Please.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally use it when like, we're having steak tonight, roll tide. Like, it's like, oh, you had a good game today, roll tide. Like, it's just like it's almost like a heck yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great way to put it.
I mean, that's like, oh, you're coming over tonight? Sweet. Heck, roll tide. Like, it's automatic. But
can you use it incorrectly? Or is it just so versatile?
I think you can use it with anything. It is whatever you want it to be. You can use it with whatever. But
oh, man.
roll tide for me, I don't think I've said. Yeah, I haven't. I'm obviously going to say it right now, but I don't think I've said War Eagle in a long time.
I was going to ask you, does that ever come out of your mouth anymore? Yeah, just not
no,
really.
I don't even. And I'm such an Alabama fan now. Like, I don't even think. Like, I pay attention if I accidentally put on blue and orange.
Really?
Like,
nah. Like will you change?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't even think I have that combination in there
That's
anymore.
great. All
But,
right. That's
yeah.
fantastic.
So
So
that's
then
what Roll Tide means to me.
I
So,
love that. So then obviously eventually you got connected with Coach Vaughn and whatnot. Like how was that first connection? Did you realize this is someone that I'm willing to follow? Great guy. Obviously everyone loves him. What do you got
yeah,
there?
so he called me when I was, in Falmouth, Massachusetts,
Mhm.
and he gave me, like, the whole breakdown, and he was like, "This is who I am as a person," and, when you talk to somebody, like, they're not full of crap,
If they're being
like,
genuine? Yeah,
if they're being genuine.
for sure.
And I remember calling dad because I talked to Pat, I talked to, Coach Mo, I talked to Coach Vaughn, all of them, like,
Mhm.
around the same time. And I called dad and I was like, "Dad, I wanna go to Bama, like, for sure now."
Yeah.
Like, I was already leaning that way, but it's like all I needed was, like, the seal of approval.
Yeah.
And I got that as soon as I got off the phone with Coach Vaughn. I was like, I'm set, dad. Like,
Yeah.
we're good.
I love
This is where
that.
I wanna go."
I think this is the perfect time for us to hear what Coach Vaughn thinks about you and your time at Auburn. Is that cool? You ready for it?
At Alabama, at
So
Alabama.
yes, Alabama. Here we go.
Yeah, no,
Sorry,
you're good.
Alabama. Here we go. I used Kade Snell as a side interview for my first
Yep.
thing with Platt Daddy, and ended up hearing a little bit about his story and how incredible it was that he went from, a pitcher at Auburn to going to a community college, Wallace Community College,
Yep.
and then ended up for you guys and balling out and getting drafted. Do you have any thoughts on? I love stories like that of guys that
Yep.
are kind of cast aside, and then he comes in and balls out for you guys. Do you have any thoughts on what Kade Snell went through?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, that's what we are here. Just calling it what it is. I mean, that's just who we are. That's the identity of our staff. That's the identity of this team is it's a lot of what I call second chance guys that at
Oh
some
yeah,
point have been told they aren't good
yeah,
enough, and
yeah,
like that was me as a player. My dream was to play at Texas A&M. It's where my dad played. It's where I always wanted to play. And it was like in 2005, 2004, whatever that was, it was like, Rob, you're not good enough. You're not big enough. Okay, let's go to work.
yeah,
And so I've always been drawn to that. Papio was a walk-on, a true walk-on that showed up to walk-on tryouts at Maryland, is now
mhm,
the all-time winningest player in Maryland baseball history. Mike Morrison was a walk-on at
yeah,
Coastal that dreamed of going to South Carolina, was told he wasn't good enough, was the linchpin of their national championship
yeah,
team at Coastal in 2016. So I think we've always been drawn to players like that,
yeah,
guys that have been told that. Because to me, one of two things happens. When you get told that, you either sit in the corner and suck your thumb and accept mediocrity, or you pull yourself up off the ground, work your tail off, and turn
yeah,
yourself into something. And it's
yeah,
what Cade did. I mean, Cade starts at Auburn's there a year and a half, and I think there was some maturing from what the stories I've heard, and I think he would tell you he needed to keep
sure,
maturing and keep
yeah,
growing up and keep figuring out who he was.
yeah,
Um, Goes to Wallace and then comes here, man. Was still kind of pitching. He was kind of two-waying it the first year, had some back issues,
yeah.
but was just tough as nails, man. One of the toughest humans, both physically and
Oh,
mentally,
cool.
that I've been around, and was battling back stuff in the regional his first year here and just
Yeah,
playing through it, kind of laying it on the line. Came back, was still navigating back stuff last year early, and even in the preseason was like slow to get going, and we knew we loved him, but we're like,
yeah.
man, I don't know if we're gonna get the best version of him. And all he did is go out and be the best player on our team last year. I mean,
I love it.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like I had coaches tell me all the time, it's like it wasn't the sexiest hitter in the box in a league that has elite of the elite
yeah,
hitters and
for
elite of
sure.
the arms. Like
Yeah,
Kate Snell probably wasn't the first one people were going to throw in there, but people that really dive into baseball, and I guarantee if you talk to pitching coaches that were planning on our lineup, it's like,
yeah,
dude, that's the guy. In Brown is a superstar, but that's the
yeah.
guy they circled last year because it was
Really?
like, dude, he doesn't swing the balls,
Yeah,
he doesn't take hittable strikes,
yeah,
he's got enough power, and I mean, at one point he had more homers than he had strikeouts
yeah.
in
Wow,
the SEC.
that's
That's
crazy.
unheard
That's
of,
crazy.
and
Yeah,
so just he is that. Like there's so many similarities. You start
yeah,
stacking Platt and Kate up side by side, so many things. And I think when you look back, I mean, I've been doing this thing with number 3 and our captain since 2016. Papio was actually my first one. It's funny he's coach with me now, but
yeah,
I started in 2016, and you start going down the line. There's some unbelievable players in that group. I don't know if there was a better captain since Pap than Kade Snell was last year
yeah, there
for
we
our
go.
team. And
I love it.
so I think Will's cut a lot from the same cloth. I think he's very unselfish. I think he's going to fit that well. But Kade is the best of the best, man. Like, he's a dude that I will talk about for the rest of my career. He's one of my all-time favorites.
What you got, man? Cool clip by Coach there.
Dude, he's the man. Like,
Yeah, what a cool guy.
just put it to you plain. Like, I mean, he said this a lot. I would run through hell in with a freaking water gun with that guy. Like, that's the guy. I mean, and oh man, just to hear him say that stuff, like, what a role model. He's a beast. Like, I mean, he's a complete role model. And for him to say that stuff about me is, I mean, that stuff you write home about, and
for sure.
especially coming from a guy like that. I mean, it doesn't get much better than hearing Coach
what a
Vaughn say
special guy. I could tell in my 15 minutes talking to him how special of a guy he is, and he even agreed to come on and be a guest sometime this summer or late fall. So that's going to be awesome to get him on here and hear about his story too. I'd love to move on to some Will Plattner stuff now. So Will is my guy. He's from my hometown. That's kind of our connection and how we've done this. But he got named number 3, the captain. So for you guys that don't know, at Alabama, a tradition they have is the captain gets you change jersey numbers to number 3, right? If you're the captain. Is that accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a big deal.
Yep.
Like, it is very special.
You represent the 3 pillars: ownership, toughness, and grit.
Yes. So huge to be named that. Will got named it this year. You were last year. Let's go through some of our Will clips here. Let's start off with Will as a player. Here we go. Let's get into it. Kade as a baseball player, what stands out?
Yeah, it's kind of like when I can talk about Braun sometimes, just about like the bat to ball, just the calmness in the box and like the aggression on like the right pitches. Like, seems like every time he came up, he had a quality bat, whether it was a barrel, whether it was a walk, whether he was like he'd go 0-2, and if he was in a tough spot, somehow he'd draw a walk or get hit by a pitch. Like, I don't know how many strikeouts he had, but it was less than 20 strikeouts the whole year.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, it came off hard every time he hit it.
All right. Next one is going to be called Special. Here we go. I love his story about being a PO at Auburn, and it didn't work out, and then goes to JUCO Player of the Year. He was doing a little bit of pitching and hitting his junior year, right? For you guys,
yeah, he did a little bit. He did.
Do you think it's dope, his story of like coming from that and figuring it all the way out, and then what he's done in Alabama?
Yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, even our two-way guys now, like, I couldn't even imagine that. Like, I have a hard enough time just catching it and trying to hit it. Like, I can't imagine pitching too. It's crazy. The people that can do that are pretty special talent.
This next one is going to be called 3. Here we go. So then he wore number 3 last year, and I didn't realize that was such a big deal until obviously your story and the captain stuff. So he was the captain last year, right?
He was. Yep.
So why did he exemplify that? Why was he deserving of that?
It's like the epitome of leadership to me. Like, that was the guy that he just did the things that nobody else wanted to do, and he did them happily. And like, I don't know, there wasn't one person in that locker room that didn't believe and didn't trust Kade Snell. Like, he was just the guy, no doubt that was our leader.
Okay. And then last one, then we'll get through all this or talk about it if you want to, but story time.
This is great.
Is it cool? Are you enjoying this?
I mean, these are some really special people saying this stuff.
Yeah, and you and Will are close, right? You guys have a very close relationship.
Yeah.
You boys?
You're very close.
Yeah. All right. Last one is called story time. Here we go. Kade Snell, why does he exemplify the number 3? You said you had a couple stories.
Yeah, so the first one is junior year, we're Tallahassee Regional. He had some back issues going on at that time, and like, he could barely walk and like bend over, honestly, at this time. Like, his back was just really, really bad. And like he has every reason not to be in the lineup. Like he has no mobility, he can barely move, and he has like a fantastic regional. Like he hit a bomb. I don't know if he hit more than one, but like just like that, like being able to push through for your guys, especially when they need you most.
Yeah.
And the other one is last fall, we're playing an inter squad and pick off to first base, and he slides back in and just dislocates his finger, stands back up, and he's like, ugh. Pops it back in, makes it back, comes up, rips a double like 110 miles per hour in the gap. Like it's just the stuff that you can't really teach, man. Like he had it, and he loves the game, and he loves his teammates, and yeah.
Beautiful. So pushing through injuries and being tough is something that is in your wheelhouse. Is something that Kade Snell does.
That I mean, that's the foundation. Yeah, for sure. And
What's up?
one of the big things, I mean, our thing as Alabama last year was be tougher than they are.
Yeah.
And I mean, you made me the captain of this team, and our slogan is be tougher than they are. So you dang right, I'm going to be tougher than whoever. That's our thing. I
I
mean,
love it. What I'd love to hear about what is a Alabama like home football game atmosphere like? What is being a part of that like?
I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
me and Joanna, we could both tell you. She came up for this was my junior year.
Yeah.
The LSU Alabama game. I mean, we're in the student section. We don't even have a place to sit.
Yeah.
We're on the stairs, and when they play Dixieland a lot in the fourth quarter, it's like, oh my! Like you can't even think. Like you can't process anything. You can't tell which, like, it's insane. Like your chest is vibrating.
Yeah.
Your ears are ringing, but you're singing every word.
Yeah.
You can't even think what you're about to say. It's spend my dollar. I mean, it's just you're singing.
Yeah.
And then we went, and this was the craziest game I had ever been to. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever sport.
Yeah.
When we went to the Alabama Georgia game last year, when Ryan Williams made that play,
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like you would have thought it was New Year's.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like we're screaming, yelling at each other. Like, did you just see that? Like, obviously everybody saw it. And that, I mean, the ground was shaking.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, like, that would be my dream, would be to somehow, some way, which one day, hopefully, if it's God willing that I make it, just to play in an environment like that and have the big swing or the big catch or the big something, the big stolen base, something, obviously the big hit.
Yeah.
But, and just that, like, going crazy, the ground shaking.
Yeah.
Like that's as a baseball player, you have thought in the backyard, bottom 9, 2 outs. Like you have lived that situation out so many times.
Absolutely.
And that's going to happen one day. And it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Oh man, I love it. Hey man, I can't wait to watch you play in Wrigley someday, my friend.
Dude,
let's go. I'm not that far away. You better give me a ticket, my guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When did the obviously did extremely well at Alabama? You became the player that you were supposed to be and that you had the potential to be. When did the pro attention start there? When did you start hearing, like, oh, I'm going to be a draftable guy? Like, when did that start getting louder?
So we had all these MLB teams, like they have early meetings with you, like, when would it be? At the end of the fall or right there at the very beginning of the spring, like right when you first get back.
Yeah.
And I remember the first year, I had a good bit of attention. Like I had talked to some cross checkers and stuff like that. And I remember after that, because the first year at Bama, it was good, but it wasn't like crazy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Well said.
Like
Yeah.
the numbers didn't jump off the
Yeah.
page. And the next year I didn't have as many. I think I had like 2 MLB talks, and I was like, this is my dream, but I'm really gonna have to prove it. Like this is my last year.
Yeah.
I'm just not even gonna put pressure on myself. I'm just gonna go out there and play the game that I've always played.
Yeah.
And being the captain, so I was like, this is ideal. Like this is
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, I have a bunch of guys behind me that literally, like they have verbally and physically writing down my name on me being the captain of this team.
Yeah.
Obviously they have my back. So in the first couple of games, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little shaky because that number holds weight. But the second that you get away from that
Yeah.
and you're just out there playing, that's when it all started clicking.
Yeah.
But I knew kind of halfway through the season, whenever I was doing pretty good, I knew there was going to be some pro teams.
Yeah.
Obviously not reaching out because we're in season, but I felt like the heads were starting to turn a little bit.
And I don't have you anywhere in the summer between your junior and senior year. I know they talked about a back injury. Did you play somewhere and I didn't see it, or did you take the summer off to
No.
heal, or what'd you do?
Yeah, I took the summer off. And so when Platt was talking about Tallahassee,
Yeah.
that was, my back was in a blender.
Really?
Yeah, I had some hairline fractures in my vertebrae again, which I didn't know that. I didn't know that was going on. And I believe it got worse on a slide. There was a slide. I'm trying to remember. I think it might have been against it was against Stetson.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was against Stetson. And I went to slide. I thought it kicked away further, but I went to slide and I pulled up like this, like when you try and stop yourself on a head first slide.
Yeah.
If you go back and frame by frame slow that down, it looks terrible. That did not help. That did not help my back pain. But
Yeah.
the game before that, when we were playing UCF, literally, like I'm swinging in the cages. I'm like, doggone, this is barking. Like this is hurting. But um, I I still felt really good about my plate awareness. Like
Yeah.
I felt good about it.
Okay.
So I was like, heck yeah, put me in there. I'm good. I can still see balls and strikes.
Yeah.
And I can still put my A swing on.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what the count was, but the guy hung a change up and boomed it. And that was just what a crazy feeling that swing was, because out of all the stuff that you're battling and rounding third, and I remember, how we like have we at this point we're like hitting elbows, like jumping. I
Yeah.
couldn't even jump.
Really?
I couldn't even jump to hit the elbow. I was like, yeah, like of course I'm not feeling anything. Adrenaline's pumping.
Yeah.
But the second I go to jump, I felt my back. I was like, no, we're good.
Roll that back.
And Coach Bond's like, no,
Yeah.
don't. And yeah, so that was that story. And
Okay.
man, so glad I ended up playing. So glad. That was awesome.
How do you feel like you grew as a player at Alabama?
Oh, leaps and bounds.
How
Because
though? Like in what areas, or like in what way?
so people obviously talk about leadership with the captaincy. And I've always been one to, like, if anybody needs anything, like just to talk, to do this, to do that, like I've been around a lot of baseball, a lot of different levels of baseball. I know what a good teammate is. I know what a bad teammate is.
Yeah.
And I think, like, you're always going to have something to learn.
Sure.
Always. And I know, like, there's a lot of, especially freshmen coming in, because I had that same experience as a freshman that, took a very long time to prove himself.
Yeah.
I mean, years later, proved himself. Didn't even prove himself at that place. And I hope I was that for those guys.
Interesting. Like, did you ever see like parts of yourself in like incoming freshmen and like try to like veer them and like, hey, I wasn't really working very hard myself and I had some maturity issues and like these are lessons that I had to learn. Did you ever feel like you tried to impart some of that?
Yeah, I mean, and I hope I anywhere that I saw like somebody that could have been doing more,
Yeah.
I let them know about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not the kind of person to just sit there and crawl you in front of a million people, especially when you're a young buck that just showed up on campus. That's not, because that was what happened.
There's a
Like
right way to do that.
There's 100%. There's definitely a right way, and there's definitely a wrong way to do it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And you can lose somebody like that.
So
Like
quick.
I'm talking.
Yep.
So quick. Like the second
Absolutely.
you embarrass them in front of everybody,
Yeah.
you
You might lose them
they just
forever. Yeah, they're gonna be gone.
yeah
Right.
yeah.
Well said, dude.
And
Okay.
and like I said, I pray I was everything that everybody wanted me to be, because
Well said, dude.
I I think I was a good leader, because that's what comes up often. I think I was a good leader because you're going to thrive in whatever environment you're put in.
Mm-hmm.
I was around a bunch of winners. Like I was
Love
around a
that.
bunch of A+ human beings
Yeah.
and A+ coaching staff. So
Beautiful. That's perfect question from leads me into my next one. Any special coaches on that staff that you were really close with or were impactful on you that you want to like speak on?
yeah, Pat,
Pat, hitting
yeah,
coach? Tell me about him.
yeah, him. I mean, I'd love to spread the love. Like there's G Wood, Pat, Mikey White, which he's not there anymore. He's doing his thing with FTB,
Yeah.
a travel ball team. Coach Mo, like JJ, all these guys, they were everything I could have wanted. Coach Price, our strength guy, like he worked with me whenever I had the back issue.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Stryker, the trainer,
Yeah.
literally put the Lego pieces back together so I could go play. And
Well said.
and Will Ward,
Yeah.
Sean's assistant, like unbelievable for me. But
Yeah.
when the going got tough, when the number felt like it was more like a dumbbell on my back than just stitching, Pat was my guy for that.
Yeah.
I talked to Pat because he wore number 3, and he knew, like, after a couple games, he was like, "Hey man," and we had one-on-one hitting. It had nothing to do with my swing,
Yeah.
and he knew that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go hit and talk.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like, Pat, I'm hitting the ball hard, but like it's not even it's freaking going down every time. Like, how about we like backspin some balls, because I'm powerful enough, like, and I'm not hitting any homers.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming through when I need to, because I'm smoking balls, but they're going straight to the ground. And
Yeah.
let's be honest, I play in the SEC. Like, people can feel ground balls.
Yeah.
Like, people ain't just getting here on accident.
Right.
And so we started working, and we started having long talks.
Yeah.
About everything, literally anything that come up. We talked about Auburn. We talked about, like, that was my guy.
Dude,
Like,
cage sessions can be like that, can't they? Like it can be part swing, but more like almost therapy sometimes, talking to a boy or a coach. Yeah. It's kind of a fascinating thing that not everyone would understand unless you were doing it.
Definitely. Our first time hitting together, I probably took like 15 swings.
Right.
And that is not a lot, especially after me wanting to fix X, Y, and Z. It was more so talking and then swinging.
Right.
Talking and then swinging. And then one of the coolest things is, and this is kind of where things started kind of getting turned around, but I was like, Pat, let's just go out here early. And he said, dude, just go out there and I want you to try and hit it over the fence. And I'm sitting there hitting them. Well, I finally start like cranking some.
Yeah.
And then we play North Dakota State homer. And he's my third base coach, so I'm obviously saying as many words as I can rounding third. Like, and I'm like, yeah, man, we hit early, this and that. He was like, come on, man, come on. And then it just started clicking. After that, UAB smashed a homer.
Let's go.
After that, Texas A&M, 2 homers that series, just really locked in seeing the ball. It's looking big. It's looking bad.
Yeah.
And I had to get completely out of my own way for that. And I mean, it happens, you know, especially like you can't make it bigger than what it is. Like what did I said something to Pat. Yeah, everybody else can see that number, but I can't. Like, I mean, how are you supposed to see the number? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just go out there and play, like, play carefree. And it all started clicking after that. Like, and when I completely got out of the way, because I'd never really thought of myself as a very selfish person ever, and I don't think I'm a very selfish person. But once you completely kick yourself out of the equation and you feel your role, because everybody has a role.
Yeah.
And that's when things started really clicking and trusting and knowing that God put me here for this. I'm where I need to be right now. I am 100% where I need to be right now. Like all that stuff had to happen for you to get here right now.
Yeah.
Like there's so many things that needed to happen for me to get to that moment. And once I started being really thankful for the opportunity to go out there, that's when it changed. It wasn't like, well, let's see what I have to do at this. I have to do this today. No, it's like I get the opportunity to do this today.
Yeah. Oh man, that's beautiful. All right, listeners, we're going to go ahead and pause it right there at about the 2-hour mark. Be sure to tune in for part 2, which is about an hour. We go more into depth on his swing, into pro ball, and more good stuff. So thank you for joining us. Tune in for part 2.